This is a very unprecedented crisis before the humanity. This pandemic was most unexpected, and when the whole thing broke out, so many countries had to face it suddenly. And as it stands now, after nearly 2.5 months, we can definitely say that Government of India and the people of India have very successfully faced this challenge. I am not telling it is 100% success, because still we are in the crisis. We are still facing. But however, the first response of Government of India in the month of January itself, in the first week of January, as soon as they got the information, and I am told that the government formed a group of ministers, and there was a task force under the leadership of Prime Minister, Home Minister, Health Minister, etc. And they started preparing for themselves to face the challenge. And as I can understand, by March first week, already the government had started thermal screening of the people who are arriving from various destinations from other different parts of the world. And at the airport, these things have started. And they also preparing this SOP, standard operating procedures, etc. for various activities, government and also in the society. This is one thing. Secondly, the Prime Minister had a direct communication with the people. And because he commands that trust by the people, that has been repeatedly proved in last 5 to 6 years. And in this present crisis, again, he is direct addressing to the people and taking them into confidence, and people also showing immense interest in the Prime Minister itself is a unique thing that has happened in this crisis. Another thing is he has been talking to chief ministers on regular basis. What he has said that cooperative federalism, he has practiced that. And thirdly, he has interacted with leaders of various segments of our society. Not only the opposition party leaders, he has also talked to the socio-cultural, religious field leaders, the teachers, the doctors, the private hospital doctors, so many things. That means here is a Prime Minister who has taken the leadership on himself to face this unprecedented challenge. And thirdly, the government has enthused the governmental machinery. Generally, we have been expressing that government machinery is very slow, non-responsive, it is insensitive, and same thing with about police. Our police is corrupt, our police are not attending to the duties that they are expected to do. All these things in this crisis, it is to the credit of these sections of government administration that they are holding the country today. See, we survive because there are number of government officials from top to bottom who have been working overnight, and the police department is doing it. The medical and non-paramedical staff, everybody knows about them. Frontline warriors they have been, even to the sweepers of the municipal corporations. So all these people have come to the forefront in order to arrest this crisis spreading. Of course, it is spreading, but they are doing their duty, and that is why the credit goes to the society also. People in general, in all corners of the country, they have been respecting, applauding these sections of the administration. That is why we have seen when the Prime Minister gave a call on Janata curfew on 22nd March, and that evening he expected people to show their gratitude to these people by clapping. It was a scene. See, it was such a thing. The whole world got inspired out of it, and many countries followed the suit. That shows this society has done wonderfully well. It is an unexpected thing. There was no rehearsal for this. Nobody knew about it, and people did not know what is lockdown. And lockdown, people followed it to the last point. And another thing is the society and see, for example, various things, N95 masks, we were in shortage. PPE, we were not having enough. Ventilators, there was utter shortage. But the society came forward, the government also encouraged, and the number of these equipments, PPE or masks or ventilators, sanitizers, immediately they started producing it, and now we are having enough of them. There is no shortage. Nobody can comment on that. So this shows the capacity, the intrinsic strength of India. When the crisis is there, when the challenge is there, we can rise up. Another part, the voluntary organizations in social sector, cultural sector, religious segments. See, these organizations, there are thousands of small and big organizations. Of course, I am from RSS. RSS has been doing, rendering such services always. Now, this time we are seeing many organizations, small and big. They have also jumped to the action. They came forward and they started providing food. Initially that was the need, and later on everybody expanded to other areas of providing masks, sanitizers and many such things. So that shows the society responded to the challenge in a unique way, because I have heard about people and the government how they responded in other countries through media, etc. we are hearing. But I also had direct contact through various web meetings and all. See, there was a lack of coordination on many occasions. Here, society and government coordinated. Various departments within the government, they are coordinated. Various social organizations, voluntary organizations in the non-governmental sector, they are coordinated among themselves. So that shows that India has very successfully responded to this as a one united nation. Of course, the crisis is still on. We have to see this scene continues for some more time, for all time of course. So at least for this is how I feel. Of course, there may be less number of deaths in India compared to many other countries. United States of America or in Italy, the number has been very high. And for whatever reason, in India it is under control. It is because of the people's effort, the government's plan, and also because of our DNA, the immunity that Indians have. Whatever reason, our number is under check, no doubt, the death numbers. But at the same time, I repeatedly feel that death is a death. Even in one family, if there is one person has succumbed to this pandemic, then that family gets devastated mentally and many times economically. So that's why a death cannot be counted by numbers, I feel. The thing is, it is whether 300 or 3000, that's immaterial. That's why we will have to take it from the human angle instead of only arithmetics. Now lockdown 4 is going on. Now people, I think, have enough confidence to face this challenge. Earlier there was really fear. Now people are ready to live with it, but at the same time with all precautions.